the country seeks to change its national approach to energy generation, stakeholders in the sector have called for the setting up of a coordinating agency of all energy sources to help reduce greenhouse emission. The stakeholders made the call at a public hearing by the House Committee on Science and Technology on 3 bills to amend the Energy Commission of Nigeria that is before the National Assembly. The power sector is said to be the engine room for growth and development for any country desirous of a better life for its citizenry. This is why the House of Representatives has proposed developmental bills in the power sector that can make this a reality. Hence, a public hearing on the bill seeking to strengthen the Energy Commission of Nigeria and making it a focal point for energy development. Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila, represented by the Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Peter Akpatason, says the country's ability to transmit to renewable energy depends on how well ministries, departments and agencies can collaborate and harness the opportunities in the sector.
These bills individually and together seek to change our national approach to energy generation with the specific intent of ensuring that we embrace renewable energy options as a matter of national policy. If we succeed in our present objectives, we have an opportunity to improve energy generation in our country, whilst at the same time growing the economy in ways that will provide jobs and create economic opportunities for our citizens.
The chairperson of the Committee on Science and Technology, Benny La, in her remark noted that Nigeria is blessed with different energy sources like wind, solar and water. She said if these are properly utilized by her teeming population, the country will be better for it.
Bill for an Act to establish the National Renewable Energy Development Agency Establishment Bill 2020, HB 1241. These bills independently and collectively recognize the urgent shift in the global energy need and in different ways seek to prefer solutions to prioritizing cleaner renewable energy. As we all know, Nigeria is blessed with different sources of renewable energy. We have wind, solar, thermal, biomass, and different types of affordable, clean, renewable energy.
Some stakeholders at the hearing stressed the need for proper coordination of the sector to give direction and protect the energy business.
We in Nigeria, we have a long way to go because all these problems we are having, insecurity, unemployment, or whatever we have, is as a result of lack of energy. There's no nation that can develop without energy. No job creation can be done without energy. You people, we know you have been trying your best, but all along, there's no coordinated body to handle this. Federal Minister of Science and Technology have been trying its best to make sure that this is done through Energy Commission of Nigeria. Science and technology alone cannot do it without your help. So this bill, we pray it will have your support today. Pass this bill so that Nigerians can have renewable energy in the country.
The electricity situation in our country today is so bad. More than 200 million people with only about 5,000 megawatts. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, the TCN said the DISCOs are not even able to distribute the 5,000 megawatts. So if you take it at 5,000 megawatts, 200 million people, there is a criterion that International Energy Agency uses, and that is average annual electricity consumption per capita. This works out to just 219 for Nigeria. Sub-Saharan African figure is 500. And the average for the whole world is 2,600. The giant of Africa is 200. While the ministries, the government tells you electricity access is 62%, and that puts at about 17 in Africa, but available electricity is different from that because of load shedding and so on and so forth. So if we take 500 for the sub-Saharan African average, put it into the Nigerian context, you require 11,500 megawatts to be at that 500 kilowatt hour. And if you take the world average, it will be 59,000 megawatts. And that is why any initiative that is to improve the situation, I am for it.
While other stakeholders further buttressed their points, addressing the media, they said there is need to avoid ambiguity and duplication of duties by agencies of government.
The dynamic nature of the energy sector worldwide, particularly with the challenges of climate change emanating mainly from global use of fossil energy, and the consequent worldwide desire for energy transition to zero carbon energy, development for sustainable development and humanity, has made amendment of the ECN Act imperative. It is imperative because the Commission should be strengthened legally to drive the energy transition in the country under the leadership of Mr. President and membership of the honorable ministers of relevant energy and energy-related ministries.
As you know, the agency has the mandate under the Electric Power Sector Reform Act of 2004 to provide, promote, and support rural electrification through various technologies. However, because of the very peculiar nature of rural electrification and the country, especially in terms of energy access, where we have so many underserved and unserved areas, we tend to use more of renewable energy technologies to deploy. I'm glad to inform this honorable committee and stakeholders that the Rural Electrification Agency is already in the forefront of deploying all of these technologies you have mentioned, and also recently introducing an innovation hub to even introduce newer technologies, renewable energy technologies that we can deploy and scale up electricity access throughout the country.
It is expected that at the end of this interface, a white paper on the solution to the epileptic power situation in the country will be achieved. Anit Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.